Hello and welcome. In our crazy, nonstop world, finding even a single moment of real, genuine clarity can feel, well, almost impossible. Today, we're going to dive into Vipassana, an ancient meditation practice that promises exactly that, a way to see things as they really are.
So, let me ask you this. Does that sound familiar? If you're nodding your head yes right now, you are so not alone. In our hyper-fast lives, it's like we're just constantly reacting, putting out one mental fire after another, and it leaves us feeling drained, stressed, and totally exhausted.
But what if there was a tool, a time-tested method, to help you navigate that inner chaos? That's where meditation, and specifically Vipassana, comes in. It offers this incredibly practical path to not just feeling calm, but to boosting your focus, improving your relationships, and finding a real sense of peace inside.
Okay, so where did this all come from? This isn't some new wellness trend that just popped up on social media. Its roots go way, way back. We're talking thousands of years.
The origins of Vipassana go back over 2,500 years, all the way to Gautama the Buddha. The original teachings, the actual techniques, they've been preserved this whole time in the earliest Buddhist scriptures, the Pali Canon. So this is the real deal, a direct path that's been passed down through centuries.
So, what does that word Vipassana actually mean? Well, in the ancient Pali language, it means to see things as they really are. And this is the absolute key. It's not about religion, it's not about believing in some dogma, it's a non-sectarian, almost scientific method of just observing yourself to understand your own mind.
Okay, so that sounds interesting, but how does it actually work? Let's break down the core of the practice.
This quote from the Dhammapada just nails it. The whole practice revolves around the mind. It's this recognition that our experience of life, the good stuff and the tough stuff, it all starts right there, in our heads. The goal is to purify the mind, simply by observing it. Now, the secret sauce here is a word you've probably heard a lot: mindfulness. And listen, mindfulness is not some weird mystical state. It's a totally basic human ability that we all have. It's about being fully present. And in Vipassana, you use that awareness to systematically observe the physical sensations in your own body, but without judging them or reacting to them.
This diagram here, it shows the power of this practice perfectly. Normally, something happens, a stimulus, and we have an immediate, almost automatic reaction. But mindfulness, it creates a little bit of space, a pause. And that gap allows us to go from a blind reaction to a conscious, thoughtful response. That little space is where all the magic happens.
And this isn't just ancient philosophy. In the last few decades, modern science has gotten really interested in these practices, and the proof they're finding is, well, it's pretty incredible. I mean, just look at this. The scientific evidence is just piling up. Studies are showing that this kind of practice can literally change your brain. It helps calm down the brain's alarm system, the amygdala, while at the same time it strengthens the prefrontal cortex, which is the part in charge of focus and making smart decisions. The results are clear: less stress, better control over your emotions, and way sharper focus.
So we know it works, we've seen the science, but where can you actually learn this stuff in the real world? Let's take a look at a fantastic example of how this ancient technique is being taught right now.
So what you're seeing here is the Mahatma Jyotiba Phule Dhyan Kendra. It's at Gautam Buddha University in India. And it's this amazing modern center that's dedicated to teaching these ancient techniques, making them part of the university's academic and wellness programs for everybody: students, staff, and the general public.
And this is what's so cool. Look at how accessible they make it. The center offers everything from simple intro sessions and weekly classes for students, all the way up to these structured multi-day residential courses for anyone who wants to take a really deep dive. It just shows there's a clear path for anyone to learn.
So, are you feeling a little inspired? I hope so. And the best part is, you don't need any special equipment or beliefs to start. So let's look at how you can kick off your own practice.
All right, first things first, posture. Let's just bust a myth right now. You do not have to twist yourself into a human pretzel to do this. As you can see, you can sit on a cushion, sure, or you can just sit upright and comfortable in a chair. The whole point is to be stable and alert, not to be in pain.
Okay, ready to start? Here are 4 super simple tips to get you going. First, set a gentle intention. Just remind yourself why you're doing this. Second, find a quiet little spot where you won't be bothered. Third, start small.
Seriously, even 15 minutes a day is huge. Consistency is what matters. And finally, and this is probably the most important one, be patient. Be kind to yourself. This is a journey, not a race.
You know, at the end of the day, Vipassana isn't about trying to empty your mind. That's a huge misconception. It's about understanding your mind. It's this incredible journey of self-discovery that happens through simple, direct observation. So the real question isn't whether you can do it, but what you might discover about yourself if you just give it a try.